people have a clearer understanding of where we actually are as a society. You feel what I'm saying? So one of the things I always like to show people is what is called the Global Peace Index, okay? It is basically a method for actually ranking countries based on their level of peace, okay? Now, a lot of Americans like to purport that we are the greatest country in the fucking world. But see, when they say stuff like that, I call cap. Right? Because one thing I like to say all the time is that here in America, we are what I call the scam capital, the cap capital, the divided states of corporations. We don't live up to our name of United States because what the do we unite on? We can't even agree on reality. Okay? 2/3 of America subscribe to Christianity. 2/3. Why is it not 100%? And if we'll get into it. But anywho, check this out. So this is Vision of Humanity, which hosts the Global Peace Index. Don't know if you can see all that well. Let me try to zoom in. Maybe it'll make it easier for y'all to see. Might have zoomed up too right there. That's the best I can do for y'all. So, as you can see, it is a composite GPI score. Overall GPI score, the Global Peace Index score. It's a composite index measuring the peacefulness of countries made up of 23 quantitative and qualitative indicators, each weighted on a scale of 1 to 5. The lower the score, the more peaceful the country. And I don't know if you're able to see that, but what you don't see is America at number fucking 1. Okay, so when people say things like America's the greatest country in the fucking world, I would think that on a metric like this, we would be like, I don't know, at least in the top 10, right? Like we would at least be up there. We'd at least be competitive, right? How can you be the greatest, but you're not great? Like, you have to actually demonstrate what exactly makes you great. So that's why we got to have these conversations, because if we were such a great country, wouldn't we be like pretty peaceful? Isn't peace like great? That depends on whether or not you're fucking crazy. Okay, sane people love peace. Why would I want to fight with you when we can work together? Why would I want to fight you? I don't know if you know this, but punches hurt. And if I punch you, punch me, motherfuckers gonna feel that shit. That's gonna fucking suck. I'm gonna be like, ow, that really hurt. Damn, now I gotta do it to you. And now we're fighting each other and possibly injuring each other and accomplishing, what exactly? Yeah, exactly, that's the point. So, that's why we gotta have these conversations. So if you look at the top 10 on the Global Peace Index, all right, visionofhumanity.org. I love to always show my fucking work, my sources, okay? You can check it out for your fucking self if you have a problem, okay? But what you don't see is America in the top 10. You see Iceland, number 1, Ireland, number 2, New Zealand, number 3, Austria, number 4, tied with Switzerland at number 4. So 4, 5, Austria, Switzerland, Singapore 6, Portugal 7, Denmark 8, Slovenia 9, Finland 10. Okay, so where's America on this list? We gotta scroll all the fucking way down. All the way down here. Down to 120 fucking 8. Alright? On the Global Peace Index, out of 163 countries, America ranks 128. 128. Alright? Now, I don't know if, maybe it's fucking crazy. Maybe I'm stupid as hell. And you know what? You might be right. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm the super greatest genius of all time. I'm just some guy, who just likes to know stuff. But I would think that, like, if you take an exam, right, and this exam has, like, 163 questions and, like, say you take the exam and then you get the exam back and it says you got 128 of those questions wrong, what fucking grade would you think this person, you, would get missing 128 questions, getting 128 questions incorrect? What the fuck grade would you think that would be considered? See, to loonies, they would say, no, that's an A plus. That's greatness. That's amazingness. That's dope. Amazeballs. It's amazeballs. It's amazing. What do you mean? Failing is awesome. Failure is success. Success is failure. Up is down, left is right, war is peace. But we live in a nation where loonies actually think that. Not only do they think that, they get in the positions of power and leadership and decision making and law making, and they actually legislate based on that insanity. And then we wonder why we have all these fucking problems. This is the type of shit we gotta fucking deal with, alright? So the supposedly amazing United States of America, where we reside, us Americans, we're like super duper low on the list, like damn near at the fucking bottom. At the bottom, okay? So, these are the metrics that they use, you know what I'm saying? They're like, okay, homicide rate ain't the worst, but our incarceration is all the way at the worst, right? I have seen numbers that state that, like, even though the U.S. accounts for only about 5% of the world's population, we account for upwards of 25% of the world's prison population. I don't know about you, that's not great. That's not great at all. Wait. You have only this many people, period, but you have all these people in prison? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? What's going on there that you motherfuckers can't fucking keep yourselves on the straight and narrow? Or is the problem deeper than it seems? We talk about shit like that here. But anywho, alright,